here for 26 years. I also have another one, he has been here for 41 years. They are working so hard, they are not lazy. But when I came here, back home, I already made up my mind that I'm not going to work for anybody. I'm an accountant by profession. When I came here too, I looked around. I said, what am I going to do? When I saw the life of the people I met here, I discovered that it's all work, 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 work. They don't even have time for themselves. I said, is it the America they are talking about? And this is not the kind of life I want to live. You can actually choose the life you want to live. Does that sound good? Good. Now, how do you choose it? Because God gave us equal opportunity. It all depends on how you want to use it. There are people here, some of them, they must have made up their mind. Okay, let him just talk and I will just leave. Just have an open mind. Because since I started, I know the proof and I'm going to show you guys the proof. Because since I came to this country, this is a money-making opportunity. It's an eye witness to everybody. So I only did 10 days. I left. I said, no, I can't do this. I went back, I re-strategized, I came back again, and I came here with my family. They were not saying, oh, it's not going to be easy to come here with your family, you come and look for papers and all that. But I did not listen to other fear. Number one thing that kill a man is fear. Okay? Don't be afraid of anything. As long as what you want to do is ethical, go for it. So this opportunity came to me, and I was busy doing my business because I didn't work. I also established my wife. She did not work. As we speak, we have never worked for anybody. So we are here to enjoy the benefit of this land. Okay? So guess what? This opportunity came to me, and for you to do this opportunity I want to share, you must be licensed in the state where you reside. So they came and I was introduced to this same opportunity. This is my license. Like I said, I live in New Jersey. I came in yesterday. So before this time, myself and Wale, we were in Las Vegas for the national convention. He saw what happened there. So if we are doing Zoom meeting, maybe you must have invited some of you to Zoom meeting, you always see blacks. But funny enough, we are very limited. We are not even up to 5%. So this is my license. I got a license to enable me share this information. And for every one of you who would love to also do this with us, you need to also get a license from the state of Ohio. The good news is that if you have a license in one state, you can use that license to operate in 50 states, including Canada. So why are we here? Fighting financial ignorance, financial miseducation of the middle class. Why 95% of America end up poor? Okay? If you look at this country, we walk around the clock. At the end of the day, there's nothing to show for it. Because the system is all about you work and they collect from you, you work, they collect from you. So these are the companies we partner with. We don't work for them. We are our own boss. I want to believe some of you are familiar with these companies. How many people are familiar with these companies? Good, good. So, good. All these companies, they are the financial backbone of this country. Okay? And these are the information, these are the education we give to families, from estate planning to long-term care. So we call this no family left behind. If you look at this country, there is family A and family B. But we are in the same country, but we are not of the same family. Family A, they are the middle America. They make 95%. While family B, they are the wealthy America, they are just 5%. Then family A, 100K or less, that's what they make from their job. While family B, they make 250K or more. Family A, they have a job, while family B, they are business owners. Family A, they put money in the bank, while family B, they diversify their portfolio. Family A, they have term life insurance, while family B, they have permanent life insurance. Family A, they rent a home, while family B, they are homeowners. Family A, they use 401k to plan their retirement, while family B, they use index account to plan their retirement. If I may ask, how many people are using 401k now to plan their retirement here? Who else? Only our brother, right? Maybe every other one they have an index account. Who else? Mommy, what are you using to plan your retirement? Good. What about you, mommy? You don't use. Sister, what about you? You don't have 401k. So, but you have a job, right? Good. What about you? Nothing yet. Okay, brother, what about you? 401k. Okay, you see. So this lecture is going to be very interactive because I thought he's the only one, right? So why we have credit card, right? Family A have credit card debt, while family B they are debt free. I want to believe a lot of us will have credit card here, right? So now, family A minimum tax advantages, while family B maximum tax advantages. Family A no advisor, no plan. Majority of the population they belong to family A, while family B they have financial professional. Small percentage of the population that is where they belong. Now, having said that, family A and family B, who can tell me where do you belong in this family A or family B? How many people are in family A here? And how many people are in family B? Family A should raise up their hand. 1, 2, 3. How many? So how many people are in family B? No, I understand by faith. So we are all in family B by faith, but practically, how many people are in family B? I can virtually say nobody, right? You are in family B, sir? Little? No. My question is, how many people are in family B, not little? It's either you are here or you are here. Okay. Now, I can say I have known this opportunity. This information has been around for over 100 years, but we don't just know it. But thank God, I've just been this opportunity for a year now. Okay? But I can virtually say I'm almost in family B. Okay? But I want to believe that we would have been in family B if we know this kind of information right from day one. But the good thing is that it's not too late. Now we are getting to know it as long as we are alive. Okay? But why are we not in family B? Because we are not aware. All we know is come to America, go and do nursing, go and do IT, 9 to 5. And if you are 9 to 5, you can never be in family B. That is just the truth. Who can tell me anybody that is doing 9 to 5 that is rich? Have you ever seen anybody all over the world? You can never see anybody who is doing 9 to 5 who is on salary that is rich. And people that are doing salary, they are in family B. Some people will say, oh, I'm a homeowner. I asked one man, he said, oh, I'm in family B. He said, because he has a house. But when I'm not asking the question, do you still pay mortgage? He said, yes. I said, okay, why are you not saying you are in family B? He claimed in quote that he is in family B because he just have a house, he pay mortgage. I said, as long as you are paying mortgage, you are still in family A. Why did I say so? The only difference is that if you are paying mortgage, you are just a tenant to mortgage company. But if you are paying rent, you are just a tenant to individual. The day you don't pay your mortgage, what happens to the person who is renting will also happen to the person who is paying mortgage. Am I correct? The only difference is that you are only, at the end of the day, if you sell, you might have some interest. But why the other person will not just have any interest? But we can practically work our way to family B. And that is why we are here. Okay, so that our people can be free. Because one thing is to pray. No, is it not going to be a good thing? Pastor will say, oh, we need $1 million in this church. One person will just, okay, I can take care of it. Pastor, will you be happy to see people like that in this congregation? Good. And it's happening. People are doing it. Okay? So, and pray God will use Wale to uplift a lot of people in this church, so that by the time pastor say we need money in this church to do the work of God, one or two person will just say, don't worry, we will take care of it. Yes. So financial principle. For us to be in family B, there are some principles we need to follow, and these are the principles. Make money but never lose money. Number 2, never forget rule number 1. And what is rule number 1? Okay. Okay. And this quotation is founded made by this great man, Warren Buffett. He's one of the richest people you can think of in this America, or if not the world. Management versus no management fee. There's an account you can put money that does not require management fee, and your money will be growing. Number 4, inflation is 3%, grow by 3%. There's also an account you put money that grow above 3% inflation, so you are never affected with inflation. Avoid double taxation. If you look at your paycheck for those people that work, before they pay you, they already take tax from you, yes or no? By the time you're also spending the money, you are still paying tax. Am I correct? And what is that? Double taxation. And by the time you are filing your taxes at the end of the year, they will say you work too much. You still pay back to the government. What is that? Double taxation. Okay? But we can avoid that in this country if we know how to navigate the system. Flexibility and liquidity. We have access to money at any time. Okay? Now, compound interest. Compound interest is an account. During my secondary school days, college days, we were taught compound interest. I want to believe every one of you experienced that subject, that topic, compound interest, in mathematics, right? But I don't know how many people use it in this church. How many of you have an account that uses compound interest? Nobody, right? But do you know that such account exists? Do you all know? You see, because we don't know, but people are using it in this country. That is why you see they don't work the way me and you work. Thank God I'm no longer in that category now. Okay? For those people that are still in that category, you have to listen, and I thank God for the life of our brother who got this information. I said, I'm not going to keep it to myself. Please come down, come and talk to my people so that they can also hear from me, another person. So that account, I'm going to show you put that account, okay, as we speak. Social security is a system in this country. You all agree with me, right? Good. Critical chronic illness is number 1 cause of poverty and bankruptcy. You all agree with me? Guess what? As we speak now, I have a brother. In fact, he's a medical doctor who lives in Maryland. Very wealthy. You all know that medical doctors, they make good money in this country, right? Good. Guess what? Because of the kind of illness, he spent about 9 months in the hospital. Guess what? He finally survived, but the doctor said he cannot work anymore. But at the end of the day, they still sent him bill for spending about 9 months in the hospital. The bill was going to $1 million. So he now applied for Medicaid. When he applied for Medicaid so that he can write off the big charity, at the end of the day, he got a reply that he cannot qualify. Why? Because they have to apply what they call spend down process. How many people know about spend down process in this country? How many people? Nobody, right? Good. Now, spend down process is a system in this country. That is what they use against that medical doctor, because this country, anything you are doing, as long as you put your social security down, you cannot run away from it. Yes or no? Good. They were able to use number 8 to check him up. They discovered that he lives in a good neighborhood, he has some good savings, and he has some cars. They were able to check how he has been sending money to Nigeria for the past 5 years. They now said they are going to apply what is called spend down process on him. What do I mean by that? That the bill he accumulated in the hospital, but they've already told him that he cannot work. But the bill he accumulated in the hospital, that he has to start paying it. Somebody somebody that cannot work, how is he going to pay? Right? Now he cannot even practice as a medical doctor. That is the country we are living. Spend down process means that all his assets, all his savings, he has to exhaust it to start paying all those bills. By the time he's left with only $2,000, that is when he cannot reapply to see if they will reconsider him for that application he made. Guess what? He decided to start selling all his assets to pay the bill. As we speak now, he's back to Nigeria. That is the country we are. But we can practically avoid this situation if we know the right thing to do. Okay? So now, nurse estate and probate court. How many of us know how nurse estate and probate court work in this country? You do, right? Okay. I would really appreciate if you can tell us. Let's see if we are on the same page.
I think I'm going to share my experience here. Yeah, I had a friend that passed away, and all her assets, she has nobody, and all her assets were put in probate. So I didn't hire an attorney. I did it all by myself. So I went to court and filed all the paperwork. And when I finished the first level of it, they told me I have to go back. So it took me like 2 years to be able to get her asset out. Like his bank account, anything she has. Nobody can, once she died, everything was frozen. So even if she has a spouse, if there's money to eat, you can't get that money out until you go through the probate. So I went through the probate, and it took me 2 years going back and forth. I will go finish a level, then they put me to the next level, then you finish a level. Sometimes they will send you back to the level you have done. They will say, oh no, you have to do this. So, and as you are going, you are paying money, it's not free. So I went through it, and it took me 2 years to be able to clear it. So that's what I can share.
For our mommy. You see? Thank God this is coming from somebody in-house, right? You all know her, right? Yes. But you don't know me. Good. So let me just summarize exactly what I was going to say, right? Guess what? My own brother, who lives in this country that he has been here for 21 years, he's a nurse, a BSc in nursing. When sometimes people will say, oh, you met me in this country, are you the one that is coming to educate me? We don't know it all. But you all agree with me that these days we even tell our kids to come and help us, especially when it comes to computer, right? Yeah. But we will not say, oh, I'm the one that trained you. Why is it that you are the one teaching me? We don't say that. But when it comes to certain things, we want to say, oh, we know it all, right? But it should not be so. Look at what our mommy just said. Now, this my brother, when I told him this, he said, no, you met me in this country, you can't tell me this. If somebody passes away, we are not here to discuss death, right? But one day it's going to happen. But we just pray for old age, right? But if it happens, what do we do? What is it? Because the Bible says, if a good father leave inheritance for his children's children, right? But now, nurse estate and probate, right? I'm going to explain that in another page. Let me just hold on. I think you heard from our sister that just spoke about probate because of time. And these are the financial portfolio we have in this country, okay? Checking account, savings account, money market, from number 1 to number 14. I want everybody to look at this number 1 to number 14. Which one do you people use here? Good. So now, because of time, majority of us, what we use here is number 1, number 2. Some people use number 4, right? Number 12, number 13, right? Then a lot of people also use number 11. number 9. Okay? Now, in fact, these are the financial portfolio that we operate in this country. Guess what? Checking account, you put money there. How many people have money in checking account? At the end of the year, they give you interest. You don't get anything. Savings account, you don't get anything. Number 3, the same thing. 401k. As we speak now, people are losing money in 401k. Teacher savings plan, 457, 403b, because of the war that is going on in Ukraine and Russia. Okay? Now, number 5, the same thing. Roth IRA stock. People are losing money in stock and Bitcoin. We all know the story, right? But annuity and life insurance, number 8 and number 9, is also an account. Number 10, number 11. Let me expatiate on number 11 because I see a lot of young kids here and they see a lot of parents. Parents are more. Our parents, what they do, they say, let me plan for my child. They will not go to the bank or go to a place and open 529 account. That 529 account, that is what they use to plan their children's college. But guess what? You all know that that is not actually the best account you can use to plan for your children's college. Do you all know that? Good. Now, the limitation of that account is this. If you have that account, number 11, 529, if your child, thank God, we Africans, we are very smart in this country. Our kids, they come out with scholarship. Now, if we have that account to plan college for your kids, by the time you are applying for that scholarship they qualify for, remember Social Security is going to trigger it up. By the time it triggers it up, that account you have will be useless because they will say, oh, you already have 529 account, you cannot use it. Your child will be denied of that scholarship. Depending on the state again, if you also have that 529 account, if your child say, oh, daddy, I don't want to go to school in Ohio, I'm already used to this place, I want to go to college in the next state. What is the next state to Ohio? Indianapolis, right? Good. Guess what? Just 2 hours away, your child cannot use that account to go to college in Kentucky because that account was opened here in Ohio. Okay? And inflation can also affect that account. We don't want to go through that. But there's an account we are going to introduce to you today that you can use to actually go to college if your child wants to go to college. And again, these days, kids can just wake up to say, Daddy, I don't want to go to college. I want to do something different, right? That is going to give me money because we don't know the destiny of our kids these days. At the end of the day, because they choose to say, I don't want to go to college, I want to do something different, right? Could be music. That money will be stored there. You cannot use it for any other thing. Okay. Now, Social Security is your money. You cannot have access to it not until you are 59 years and a half. We all know that, right? Pension is also your money. You cannot have it not until you get to that age. Number 14. How many people are used to that number 14? Jange, Susu, partner, Wama, Chama. That is what our people normally call it a job. Contribution, right? Now, as we speak, there is a lady now in Texas. They were 10 in number. The leader organized about 10 ladies to contribute money. Every paycheck, they give it to one person. Guess what? This lady got her own $30,000. When it was time for her to pay back to others, she did not pay. As we speak now, they can't do anything because they were doing something that is not ethical. It's illegal. They don't have a license to do it. Like as I speak here now, if somebody comes through the door, I will not be afraid because I'm licensed to say what I'm saying here. Okay? But they cannot actually go to court as well because they don't have license to do what they were doing. So it's risky for any of us that is doing it. Some people will say, oh, we know our zest, but you don't know. It's only money. You only test a man that is honest, give him money to keep. And when the person is in challenges, you now know how honest the person is. Somebody that is hungry now, he has your money, and the person wants to die. You cannot tell the person not to spend the money. The person will spend it. I experienced it. I have a school in Nigeria. This person is almost a pastor. My childhood friend I trusted so much. But when hunger came, he turned my school to a church. Okay? So we pray that we don't find ourselves in such situation. So now, this is simple versus compound interest. We are gradually coming to the compound interest we talked about today. This is Albert Einstein. Okay? He said compound interest is the eight wonders of the world. He who understands is NC. He who does not understand is pay for it. Okay, this man is one of the greatest scientists. He actually lived in New Jersey and he died at the age of 76, 1955. He said that quote. Now, do you all know that we pay compound interest as we live in this country? How are we paying it? Through school loan, car loan, mortgage, credit card, go by compound interest. I want to believe some of us will have houses here, right? Now, how many people have houses here? More than you do, right? Good. Now, every month, how much is your mortgage? 2,000, right? Good. Most times, we normally sign for 15, 20 years, right? That money you are paying for mortgage times 12 months times the number of years you sign for, right? If you calculate it, if they told you how much the amount, will you still pay for that house? Okay. You discover that is why in our lifetime, while we're in America here, you hardly see somebody say, I finished paying my mortgage because of compound interest. We are only just paying the interest, right? But we can practically avoid that if we know what we know now. Okay? Now, school loan, the same thing. I met a family, they only have one child. When I brought this information to them, they were happy, but on the other hand, they were not happy because they have a child, it's a medical doctor, just graduated. The medical doctor is already married with a kid, but he already having a loan of 600,000, and they're already charging him 6.2%. Tell me how many years will that doctor work to pay off that loan? Because he's going to be paying compound interest. Okay, car loan. If you buy a car, before you finish paying, they already tell you come and take another one. You discover that how much you are going to pay for your car, it's already times 3. Before you know it, the car is old, you're already telling you come and get another one. Those are the compound, that is the way we pay. That is why this man said, if you know it, you earn it. If you don't know it, you pay for it. Now, these are simple interest 0.1% and simple interest at 10%, compound interest at 10%. These are 3 different accounts, and the same amount was given to different people to invest. So they decided to invest this amount in different accounts. Let's see what happens. Simple 100,000 was what was given to every one of them. One person invested his own in there 10%, while the other one invested his own in there. Compound interest at 10%. Fast forward. Look at simple interest. The first year, 10% was what they gained. Simple interest at 10%. While compound interest at 10% was 10,000 still. So from year 1 to 40 years, 100,000 only gave 500,000. Can you all see that? Can you all see that? Good. Now, for 40 years, 30 years, compound interest gave 1,744,000. Who can tell me what will 40 years be for the compound interest at 10%? Any suggestion? Any ideas? Double, right? Okay, double, we are looking at about 3 million, right? 3 point something million. Let's see if your compounding yearly, yes. Now let's see 4.5. Okay. Now let's look at simple interest at 0.1%. Can you all see? That is 100,000. If you have 100,000 in the bank account, you only get $100 a year. How many people have 100,000 in the bank account? It's in America we live these days. It's difficult to see somebody who is on 9 to 5 that's actually having 100,000 in the bank account because it's hard to come by. Only a few people, okay? But for 30 years, 40 years, if you have 100,000 in the bank account, you will only get $4,000. Is that not day robbery? But in this same country, there are people that are using the last one, that account. Today now, I have that account, and our brother Wale has that account too. And we are going to show you the account as we speak. So we can actually get that account for every one of you today, so that you can grow your money in that account. That account has been in existence for over 100 years, but it's just that we don't know how to use it. There's a man that works in Wall Street. When I also presented this to him, he said, well, I have colleagues in the office. They are white people. They use this account a lot. But each time I ask them, can you show me? They don't want to show me. But when I explain to him, say, okay, guess what? Now, how can I take money from this account? I said, you can take money from this account as well. You use it as your bank. Now, this is what the bank is doing to us. Once you put money in the bank, this is what they do. This simple interest at 0.1. That is the way the money grows. But what they do, they will take the money and go and put it in compound interest. But now that we know this, we can also take our money and put it in that account so that we don't have to go through bank. So the money you put in the bank, where do you think the bank take it to? No, they put it in that place. They put it in compound interest. But they will never discuss that with you. And if you go to bank to say, I want to open an account for my children to go to school, they will never tell you this is the account you have to use. But this is the account you can actually use for your children to go to school. Okay? So, and how to get this account, we'll get there as we progress. Now, 3% uninterrupted compounding, the same financial portfolio. If you look at all these same accounts we've talked about, the only one that grows 3% uninterrupted compounding is only fixed index annuity and life insurance. Every other one you can see, they are all marked yellow and red. Okay? Now, this is a question, and I want every one of you to give me an honest answer. How many days forward could you survive if you start working today? Who can volunteer? Okay, you, right? Good. You must be very strong. You have good saving. Who else? Brother, what about you? If you start working today, you have a job, right? Now, if you start working today, how many days can you survive? You have bills, you have wife, you have children, you have relations back home you need to support. 1 month, right? When this question came to me, I told them maybe 1 month as well, right? Because where is the savings? We have to pay our mortgage, we have to pay our car note, kids are there, children have to go to school. But you all know that there's an account that can actually take care of you if you stop working today. Okay? And what account is that? We're going to know that today. That is why we are here. Now, you know we cannot just actually sit down and not work. But something we can lead to it. What could be that? Critical and chronic illness. Okay? This can happen anytime. If it does not happen when we are young, it happens when we are old. Old age is not a sickness. Right? Now, if you look at the same account, the only financial portfolio that can take care of that situation is the life insurance and annuity. Okay? Yes. Now, life insurance, living benefit versus disability. These are two situations. If you look at the couple on the left, their situation is very bad, right? But if you look at the one on the right, that one is with clutches. He's struggling to go to work. That one has life insurance disability from a job. Now, if you have life insurance disability from your job, you can only stay at home for 6 months. after 6 months, all the benefits will be cut off if you don't resume back to work. And if you also stay at home at this condition, by law, the person's pay will also be cut down to 60%. So most times you can't even survive with 100%, talk less of surviving with 60%. So the one on the left, the wife is there to take care of the husband because their situation is very bad, while the other one is trying to struggle to work. But if you have the right account in this country and the person suffer any of these riders, heart attack, stroke, cancer, and still renal failure, to the last one is, right? There's an account that can step in. The good thing is that if anybody suffer any of these situations and you have the right account, the person will not be able to work again. Okay? Because the person cannot work and you have the right account in this country, not checking account, not 401k, but the right account that we are helping people with now, the person suffer this one, the account will step in. You see this one too with all this red, green, white and red. If anybody suffer two out of those ones, the account will also step in place and the person will not need to suffer while he's away from work. Now, estate and probate court. Back to what our sister explained. When I got to this stage, right, explaining to my brother that says he's a nurse, he works with the dialysis hospital. This patient was sick, so he did not agree with me what our sister explained about probate. When this thing happened, this lady went to the bank to collect money from the husband's account. The husband passed away. When the husband passed away, the lady had been going to the bank to take money to survive the family and all that. Guess what? In this country, once somebody passes away, the date of birth is known, the social security is known, and the address is known, and the full name is known. Once the person is confirmed dead, the whole financial system catches up the person's information. That's what our sister just explained. So all the account will be on hold. Guess what? As we sit here now, we pray for long life, we see our children's children. But if it happens, all the debt we owe in this country, do you know that we are still going to pay it? If somebody pass away in this country, all the debt we owe in this country, who is going to pay it? Who pays it? The person that passed away will still pay it. Do you all agree with me? Good. Some people will say, oh, the children will pay it, that is going to be bad debt. No, it's not going to be bad debt. But we need to know that today. How will the person pay it? Good. Now, the way the person will pay it is, you see all these accounts that you see on the screen? These are the accounts. There is no way the person will not have this account in this country. Like what she just explained. All these accounts will be on hold. So once the person goes to the bank, now the person that passed away is dead. Guess what? The wife, the husband, the relation want to go take money so that they can start the funeral arrangement, start one or two things, right? They will still pay bills. Guess what? They can't take money from that account anymore. The only account that will not be on hold is the one that you see on screen. Okay? When I was showing all these accounts, I think one person said he has a life insurance, right? Good. We will get to know if the life insurance the person has, if it's the right one or not. So my brother, my own brother, same father, same mother, they don't agree. He said, no, if somebody passed away, I have been here before you. It's bad death. Guess what? Because of where he works, his own patient passed away. The wife could not access the husband's account. Is that not what you explained? Good. So the lady now got to inform my brother, the because they were very close. The man spent some time in the hospital. That was when my brother does night work as a nurse. When I woke up, I saw 15 missed calls from him. I was afraid, and that is very, very unusual. When I finally received saw the message, I called him back. He said, "Oh, please, I'm coming to your house." He lives 1 hour away from me. That is strange. Is everything okay? He said, "It's okay. I'm coming to your house." I said, "But I have things to do." Say, "Please, can you just? I know you work for yourself. Can you wait for me?" I said, "Okay, but just tell me what is going." He said, "Please, I'm coming. Everything is fine." When he came, he was not telling me, "Please, can you open that account for me? I can see that the education you gave me is actually true. That my patient passed away, the wife could not collect money from the account." I said, "How?" I wanted him to not explain to me. He said, "The woman get to the bank, with boldness. She usually go to the bank to withdraw money. Getting there, the ATM did not work. She now walk there. If you go to the bank, they say, okay, check in and wait for your turn." I said, "Madam, we are sorry, this account is not for you. The owner passed away." The woman did not even tell the bankers that her husband passed away. So now, the account has to go through probate based on what you just explained. And it takes 2 months to 3 years for probate to finish everything. Guess what? The wife will still be paying this, the kids will still be eating, and all that. Expenses will still be going on. That is why you see, if somebody pass away, before you know it, there is going to be a committee of friends to be raising money. They form group chat, GoFundMe. How many people are familiar with Cash App? How many people use Cash App here? Okay. Now, if you check it now, this is what is going on. This is the owner of Cash App. The man passed away not too long. He's dead. He was shot. Yes. As we speak, the family, he worth over 10 million. The family, they are looking for money to do his burial. Because a man that worth 10 million, his assets are frozen. The assets will go through probate because they will make sure all his debts are paid. All his debts are paid. Guess what? Virtually everybody in this country, they will always have debt to pay. All the debt will be paid off before whatever is left will be given to the family. And it takes 2 to 3 years. But there's an account we can actually have in this country that will avoid this. Even every other account are frozen and hold, there's an account we can have in this country that will not go through probate. Okay? And that account, we have it today. I have it. Our brother has it. That is why he said it is necessary for him to also share it with our brethren in church so that they can also take advantage of that opportunity. That is why, for me, I have somebody who taught me this, who mentored me. I followed him, and I'm enjoying the account today. So, these are the same account we're talking about. Never lose money, no manager, inflation 3%, no taxi, flexibility, compound interest, social security, illness, probate. If you look at all these accounts with the grades, which one will you like to have? Yes, with the grade is number 1 is life insurance. While number 2, next to it is index earnings. While M bond is the next one, which is not even, is having a lot of red. So now, growth option on your money. We have 3 ways money growth in this country: fixed, variable, and index. You see this fixed, the line is straight. Okay, that is where you have your checking account and savings account. Look at the variable. That is where you have your 401k, stock, Bitcoin, teacher savings plan. No, Robinhood, Bitcoin. It's going up, it's going down. For people that are in the medical line, if you see your telemeter going up and down, you know that the person's life is in danger. Okay? But look at the index account, is going up. That is the best account. You can never lose money in that account. Instead of you to lose money, it will lock. So if the economy is good, it keep on going up. If the economy is bad, it will lock. You can never lose money. If you look at these three accounts, where would you like to save your money? Good. So that is where I put a lot of my money now. Now, we talked about life insurance. These are the three types of life insurance, four types of life insurance we have in this country. Group life, usually through work, term life, whole life, and universal life. Let's go further and break these four types of life insurance down. You see the group life, some people say they have life insurance. One, advantage is the cost is civic and free, full stroke part-time employee. If you look at the disadvantages, it's so many. Coverage end when you leave your job. Paid only upon death, mostly at work. No benefit to client while alive. Illness, lay of retirement result in end of coverage. 0.9% payout probability. It is not considered life insurance traditionally. Guess what? Like I told you before, I'm a businessman. I just do this as part-time. I have a staffing company in New Jersey. During COVID, one of my workers passed away. So, guess what? The lawyers, they reached out to me, and they also reached company lawyer. They wanted to be sure if this staff actually went to work. But my role there is just to provide the manpower. I don't cover their insurance. Do you know that the company did not pay for the life insurance? Who can tell me why? You can ask me why they did not pay. Ask me that question, why they did not pay. Good. He was covered in court, right? Because this person passed away during break time. During break, he was just relaxing inside his car. During COVID, he passed away. Because some jobs, if you want to go on break, you clock out, right? So if you want to go back, you clock in. Because of that, he was not paid. Not only that, once somebody is sick, you people also testify that once somebody is sick, you call your job, oh, I'm not feeling fine. They will even beg you, don't worry, stay at home, right? They would rather choose to go call somebody else to promise the person we are going to pay you double, come and do the job. Because they don't want the person to come to work and die and they come and pay for the liability. Okay? Yes, for this group like the one you get from job, right? That is the country we answer. The person need to, for this particular one, the person need to be on clock to die before they can pay. Even if the person is sick at work, the person clock out, and the person step into the ambulance and is going to work, the person pass away, they will not still pay because the person has already clocked out. Okay? So we have to be very careful. Okay? Second one, term life, chief, popular, TV, bank, auto, and job. If you check your mails now, you see a lot of mails they send to you. That okay, do this. Now disadvantage, temporary coverage. Somebody now, it's only a few people that are 30 years here now, right? Now, somebody who is 30 years decide to sign up for this. So I want to sign up for 20 years. Now, for this person to benefit from this, the person has to pass away when he's 50 years. If the person don't pass away when he's 50 years, the company will write the person, oh, you signed up for 20 years, and do you want to continue? The person will say yes. Now, guess what? The premium the person was paying at age 30 is different from what the person is going to be paying at age 50. For the fact that the person wants to continue, they are going to calculate the new premium with the new age. The person will say, oh, I can't afford it. If you cannot afford it, all what you pay for the 20 years is gone. Okay? Okay? So you cannot contest it. Now, only paid upon death. No benefit for client while alive. Premium will increase when the person tells. Okay? Last, if payment is missed. If you miss payment, no cash accumulation, gambling by betting against your life. Most company encourage as 65, 2% pay out of 38% never. You see, so people will say, oh, they have theft, okay, but you discover this is what the person actually bargained for. The next one, whole life. Advantages, whole life, age 100. Premium remain the same. Cash accumulation maybe. Look at the disadvantages. More expensive. No benefit for clients while alive. No cash value guarantee. Death benefit without cash value. Right? Now, having looked at all these three, then we now have these to compare. Index universal life. The advantages, family miracle, it has 62 benefits. Okay, and we have illustration to demonstrate this. Look at the disadvantages. Past physical. Sound too good to be true. You see this? This is the miracle we are talking about. This is the account that does not go through probate. And it has a lot of benefits. This is the account you can actually use to go to school. This is the account that has a lot of benefits. Like all this information, they are written in books, but we are very busy. They say if you want to hide anything from the public, put them in books. Okay? So please, I want our brother to help us. Madam, thank you. Look at this page. Look at this book, right? The same book. You see, we say banks when we talk about life insurance. Like I said, Bank of America. Banks, they are not human beings. They are not going to die, right? They are having life insurance. Madam, can you see how much they have there? Bank of America. As at the time this book was written, the Bank of America, they have 19 billion in life insurance. They are not human beings that is going to die. But we all here now, we have houses. Before you can close to buy a house, you must insure the house. If you buy a car, before you move the car out of the car lot, you must insure it. Right? Even our telephone, our TV, we insure it. But the life that is paying for all these things is not even insured. Think about that, right? But look at companies. They are getting insurance. They are not going to die. Not only companies. Madam, flip to the second page. Companies that we are all familiar with. Our people believe life insurance is for somebody to die, for another person to collect. It's not so. Look at the front of this page. Say how the wealthy use life insurance as a tax personal bank to supercharge their savings. The airline, they use this to build wealth, not for somebody to die, for another person to collect. Some people will say, I don't even want my wife to know. Some women will say, I don't want my husband to know. Some people will be afraid, oh, if I die now, my wife will collect it. No, that mentality should change. We use life insurance to build wealth. My own now, I can tell you in 1 year that I've started, I'm going to open it for people to see. I know how much I have built in that account for having it alone. Instead of leaving my money in the bank, it is growing for me in compound interest. Okay? So these are companies we are all used to. Can you all see the companies? General Electric, Disney World, Procter & Gamble, AT&T, Nestle. Mommy, you can see it, right? Panera Bread. Panera Bread restaurant is my favorite restaurant. Before I got this information, I used to go there. I never knew that they even have life insurance. Even Nestle, CVS, Comcast, Verizon. We use Verizon, we use Comcast, right? They all have life insurance. Ask me, why are they having life insurance? If this company fold up today, the money they have here will not go through bankruptcy. Okay? So, you see this book, The Family Bank Strategy. Where is this book here? Can you all see this book? Okay. If you look at this page, right? Say the biggest bank of all former Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke. How many people know that man, Ben Bernanke? Huh? How many people know that man in this country? You see? Because before now, I was just like you too. I didn't know about the man because we don't have time to read. We are busy chasing dollars, right? But what will save us is actually in the book. Ben Bernanke, he is the chairman of Federal Reserve Bank. He was the brain behind Obama's administration. He said, has majority of his liquid wealth invested in insurance products that promise guaranteed rate of return. Why does he have more faith in the insurance industry than he does in the Federal Reserve System? I wonder. Ironically, banks are legally required to have a foundation of very safe liquid assets known as Tier 1 capital. Life insurance is considered to be so safe that bank regulator allow life insurance policy owned by bank to meet their Tier 1 capital requirement. In fact, as of June 2011, the nation's bank owned guaranteed high cash value permanent life insurance. Can you all hear that? Somebody who is no Federal Reserve Bank is the high, they are the one controlling every other bank. For those of us that are in Nigeria, Central Bank, our Nigeria Central Bank, they are the one controlling all other banks. The CBN governor will say his liquid fund, they are not even in Central Bank, they are in life insurance. That is what this man is telling us. To show that life insurance is not for somebody to die, for another person to collect. Look at the comparison. Mutual fund, 401k, and the index account that we are talking about. No, remember I said you can never lose money in that account. If the economy is growing, it will be going up. If the economy is bad, it will lock. Okay? If you look at this one in red, they were losing money. After losing money, they were still charged 25% interest. Look at what is left. Meanwhile, they all started with 250 both accounts. Now, only this place have 348,093.79. While the index account, where the Federal Reserve Bank chairman has 1.9, and they never lost money, and is tax free because the money you have inside index account is tax free. You don't tax it, and it does not go through probate. So this is a young man that we all know. He's in Texas, Scott. He gave us permission to use his picture because of what he enjoyed. He looks very healthy. He goes to church, you know. He goes to gym too. Guess what? One faithful morning. Remember we said, what account do you have you can fall back to? Or how many days can you survive if you are not able to go to work? One faithful morning, this man felt some pains on his chest. At the end of the day, he was rushed to the hospital. When he got to the hospital, this was what they found out. He had some partial heart attack. Now the doctor confirmed that he cannot work anymore. Guess what? Because he had this account we are talking about, he was given a check of $353,000. Now, how many of us here, God forbid, that if this kind of thing happened to us, we'll be able to have access to this kind of money? If we lead to go for me, maybe pastor will be announcing, one of our brother is sick, let's raise money. You can only give from what you have. You cannot give from empty pocket, right? But if we have this kind of information and we work with it, guess what? A lot of people don't actually die because they are sick. A lot of people die because of the depression that comes with the sickness. This man now, if he was not having this, right, he'll be thinking, oh, I'm going to lose my house. Mortgage company don't care whether you are sick. They will still come for their money every month, yes or no? You will still pay your car note. Your children said if they are not very sensible, they will still cry, oh, daddy, at your sick bed, mommy, I need food, I'm hungry. You will look for a way to, by the time you are thinking about that, thinking about sickness, depression will set in. Whether the person is going to survive or not, the person's life will be failing. Because of this check alone, this man did not die. He bounced back to life. He became richer while sick. What happened? He was grateful to be alive, living his dream life. The mortgage paid off. He even built a swimming pool that he was not having. Paid off his car. He bounced back to life because sickness is a poverty itself. My mother will always say, somebody that is sick, somebody that is poor, you are supposed to be telling that person sorry, not the person that is sick. Because if you have money, your problem is half solved. Good. Okay? So, now, if you think education is expensive, wait until you see how much ignorance costs. Because ignorance is a disease of its own. Not only that, let's compare this man with another person, a nurse practitioner, making more money than Scott. Scott was just making 50,000 a year based on the testimony he gave to us. Guess what? This lady, a nurse practitioner, was diagnosed with breast cancer. What happened? She lost her job. She needed to be going through chemotherapy. So some friends, they decided to, the first thing that happened to her was that she could not even pay her mortgage. And a single mom, guess what? Some friend decided to house her. In this country, that first attempt, you will just say, let me help this person. But by the time the person spend 1 month, 2 months with you, you're already tired. Now, guess what? They decided to do GoFundMe. Look at how much they were able to raise. 1,132. A nurse practitioner. What can that one actually do? And she lives in New York. That can't even pay rent in New York. So if she was having this account, guess what? This lady, they will call her for a party, she will buy a Shebi. Right? She will be doing her job. But all those things fade her because of ignorance. Okay? How long can we continue to live in ignorance? We go to church, but we should also put on our taking caps, right? Pastor can only pray, right? Pastor can only preach, but we have to also apply wisdom, okay? Because God has already given us the ability to reason, okay? So that's the end of this presentation. And if you also, yes. Good. The difference between term, right? Like I just explained. Term is for a period of time. Now, if you have term, the person signed up for 10, the person is 30 years, right? Now, and the person passed away. For a person to enjoy term, the person have to die between that period he signed for. It's for 10 years, 30 years, that's what the person signed for. Okay? But for whole life, right? You don't have cash accumulation, right? Whole life is almost like index. Whole life is next to the IUL. So that's just the difference between whole life and term. It's for a specific period. The person has to die to enjoy that. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, like what I said now, whole life is almost like IUL, right? So your money grow, in the whole life. Unlike term, your money don't grow there. Okay? But if you look at the index, that whole life also has limitations. So the best is index, the IUL, which a lot of people actually have two cases. Now, this person had 10. They're not trying to see if they can move to index. So it's like you have a Volkswagen car and you have a Mercedes Benz. The difference is clear. They are not of the same category. You can borrow from me. That is yes. So, yeah, depending on how you fund it, that is where we are going now. Okay. So all these your questions now will be answered in the next stage we are going to now. I'm going to design the account. You will now see how the IUL works. Okay. You can use it as your personal bank. Like I have checks now I've been able to draw from that. And if you do this, you can also make money by sharing the information. You can do it as a business. You can choose to say, oh, I don't want to do it as a business. Let me just have the account and work with it like that. But there are people, sometimes what you have, and you just go and share it. When I started, I got the account because of the benefit that comes with it. Some people say, oh, but you can share this information and still make money on the side. I said, really, how? Oh, just go get the license. I got the license and I'm sharing it now. And yesterday, they pay us two times a week. Yesterday, I got paid almost over $9,000 every Tuesday and every Friday. A lot of people have actually resigned from their job because they not share this information. And a lot of us in this country will need this information. And there are people there, they are just there, they don't even know if such thing exists. Because we share this information, I'm going to be showing you how much people have made. So, this is an adage. I want to believe some of you must have seen this man. A salary is a job that they give you to forget your dream. Alright? Now, these are people, maybe you will see some faces that are familiar with. This is just 3 months transaction. This person has a job. So, just doing this on the side, 3,000, that is what he has made. For those of you here, so let me consider it. Instead of me doing overtime, jumping from one job to the other, looking for 2 jobs, let me also start sharing this information so I can make money on the side. Okay? See, this person's name, 3,000. He's a nurse practitioner, 3,000, doing it on the side. See, IT engineer, IT consultant, director of nursing, see, electrical engineer, 4,000, Olainka, 4,000, 4,002, 43, 44, 4,004, 4,000. You know, let me be fast because of time. Can you all see the money? 5,000, 6,000. We are now going to the range of 7,000, 7,000, 7,003, 74, 74, 75, 77, 77. Registered nurse, financial professional, registered nurse, 8,000, 8,000, 9,000, nurse practitioner, software engineer, 9,000, 9,000, 10,000. This is a medical doctor, retired medical doctor, correctional officer, IT analyst, 11,000. This is the youngest among us. She's just 22 years. She's in Texas. This is a medical doctor, David Olufemi. 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 This is a medical doctor, This is a non-practitioner too. IT engineer. This person just resigned from his job recently. Say I want to do it full time. There are 2 more taxes from his job. This guy too is doing it full time. Retired from his job. 16,000. This is just 3 months. IT engineer. This is doctor, medical doctor. Registered nurse and IT. 18,000. Let me go back a little bit because this person came to my house to do a presentation. My mom lives with me. So when he was doing it, my mom was saying, "Oh, please, don't deceive my son." Oh, that is what my mom said. Mothers will always, no matter how big you are, they will always want to protect their children. But as we speak now, my mother is also licensed and she's also doing this with me. Yes. And she's retired. She's a registered nurse. So this is 19,000. This is just 3 months. This is a nurse practitioner. So we were with this lady in Las Vegas recently. Most of these people you see, this lady is Pastor Toyin. She has made over 150,000 in doing this in less than 1 year. See, 25,000 in 3 months, just side income. You see, pastors do it too. Pastor, you can see, pastors do this too. It's not only for people that are not pastors. 29,000, 30,000, 31,000 in 3 months, 32,000. These people, they have care home in Texas. They are just doing it on the side. 40,000 in 3 months, 41,000. This lady has PhD in 3 different fields. He said that PhD is just a big name, but with empty pocket. But today now she's making this on the side. 41,000 in 3 months. So 44,000, 45,000, 47,000. These are people from different states. 52,000. This is a registered nurse from Pennsylvania. So this is from Texas. Retired nurse. She actually retired because of this opportunity. This is 69,000. IT software IT engineer. So this is a medical doctor, Dr. Kennedy. So this is my humble self. You can all see it, right? 74,000 in there in 3 months. This is another retired nurse, 76,000 in 3 months. This is another Patrick, 86,000 in 3 months. By the time you all start, you get to meet everybody like this too. You'll be seeing them, and your picture will be here. Once you start making money, you just put your picture here. 90,000. This is not updated yet. That is why you can't see Wole's picture here. Wole has also made money too. Yeah, he has also made money too. No, this is last year. It's not updated yet, but we can log into the system. You see how much he has made. Yes. So this is a lawyer too. This is a lawyer. So 90,000. This is a doctor of nursing and IT engineer. 101,000. Yes. So 101. No. This is an IT correctional officer. We're almost done with this. So 121. So 862,000 in 3 months. Yes. It's very possible because for me, I'm just starting. She's just been here for 3 years. No, 4 years now. Yes, because we are not used to this money, right? When I was like you, I asked this question, is it possible? Yes. But because now I have seen it, I have seen the money in my account. So these are the companies that are paying all that money we work with. And what do you need to do it as a business? These are the requirements. Remember I showed you my license, right? A clear background check. If you are not legal, if you are not clean, you cannot do this business. So you need to obtain a business ID. with 125. That business ID, let me show you how the business ID look like. Well, please, to the cash flow. The cash flow. The cash flow. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, yes. Okay, leave it. Okay. So if you look at this person's name, right, you will see a number that is attached to the name 88TYS, right? Can you all see that? A number that is attached to the name 88TYS. Okay, let me go to. You see this where they say MG85PPZ, right? That is the business code. So that is what you pay for. That is the business code we are talking about. Okay? So that one cost 125. Then the cost, there is a course you need to study for $30. But there is a discount now because we just finished a convention. Every national convention, they always give discount because a lot of people want to join the business. So they now reduce it to $15. But after 1 month, that discount code will increase to $30. So 155. But as it stands now, it's just 125 plus $15. That is what is required to do the business. If you want to share information like this and help people get this account, like the way I'm doing now. So there are people they only want to have the account, they don't want to do the business, but they just want to have the account. They don't want to have the license. But there are people they say, okay, I want to do both. If you want to do both, that is where you now need to have the license to share the information like this. Yes, sir. No, you have to write a fresh policy. Not whole life, the IUL. Yes. No. Yeah, because the truth of the matter is that this IUL is not even a guarantee that you will get it. You can apply for it, the account is free. You don't have to pay any money to get it. But we will only open the account, then we will now leave the company to decide whether you will qualify for it or not. Some people can't qualify for the account for some reasons. One, the person is having criminal record, the person cannot qualify. Because of the person's status, immigration status, the person might not qualify. And for health reasons, the person might not qualify. But despite that, we will still need to put in the application, They will not leave it for the people to decide. So those are the requirements. And again, whole life and IUL, it all depends on the age too. But what we actually do is the IUL, the Index Universal Life, where you can borrow from. If you want to pay off your mortgage, you can use it to pay off your mortgage. You can use it as your bank. It has a lot of benefit. You can use it for. If you want to open it for children to go to school, you can open the account before they turn 18. You can use it to train them. If they qualify for scholarship and they don't need to use it, you can use it to save it. They want to marry, they can have it. You can be the owner, and they can be the insured. Okay, so of course, 50 states, you have capacity to operate in 50. Me now, I can operate in 50 states in America and Canada. Yes, so you can operate. I'm in Ohio. I'm the one that registered him. I'm in New Jersey. He's in Ohio. I registered him here, right? You can. Yes, it allows it. Somebody is going to mentor you. You understand? So while you are even training, learning, we will not leave you alone. We will hold your hand. You're already making money. It's unlike now. The good thing about it is this: man, your certificate now. You know your children cannot use it, right? But once you are in this business and you are old, you retire, you don't want to do it again. Your children, you can pass this business code to your children. They will continue to use it, unlike your certificate. Like my 19 years old now is already making money, because a situation will come where I will stop working, then he will not take over. He will be doing. He's already doing his own. He actually recruited his teacher to join us in this business. And in life, the people you associate yourself with matters a lot. If you see the kind of people are now, you see the pictures you see now, you see it's just a lot of black people, right? But if we go to the national convention, you are going to see more of white people, because our community, you now, Wale called for a meeting now. 8 black people showed up, just our other white brothers, right? But we are more of blacks. That is why you see it like this. But a lot of white people, they are the ones that are actually doing this. Wale, please come and pull up this other side for me. We can sell, but we don't have to be selling others when we can sell the best for our brothers and sisters. But if they say, oh, that is what they want, then fine, we'll sell for them. But by the time you now educate them, they don't have any other option than to go for the best. It's like somebody now who is China made and Italian made, right? The let me design the account so that people will see how it works. Okay. Okay. least say 32 years, right? Okay. So if you look at this, if you look at, if you look at this, account, let them come. Mm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Hello, please, can we come closer? Mm-hmm. So that you cannot do it. Yeah, you have to. Yes. So, so because no, we did not start on time. So just, uh, so let's leave this and let's do the computer. Let's illustrate for them so that they can come.